I am not
The
a
best time
professional,
to
so
start
do your
investing
research.
was about 10 years ago, but the second best time is right now. I'm at an age where it doesn't really matter if I get rich or not, if I have a bunch of money when I'm older or not. What matters is that I put some money away so I can go and do all these things that I want to do. So I want to travel the world. I want to try new things. I want to be able to do that whenever I feel like. And so I want to be able to afford that lifestyle. And I know that I can do that by investing. So I started investing when I was 24 years old, and since then I haven't really looked back. And I've been doing it ever since. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Tony. And in today's video, we're going to talk about why you should invest in your younger years so you can vacation like nobody else in your older years. So grab a tea, coffee, water, whatever you're drinking, and let's get into it. All right, so the first reason that I wanted to bring up is because time is your greatest asset. And so with time, what you can do is you can invest in something early on, and then as you grow older, that investment grows alongside with you. And as long as you continue to invest, as long as you continue to save, then that just keeps growing. Which means that when you retire, or even if you don't retire, it gives you options. So it gives you the option to travel. It gives you the option to buy a new car, upgrade your house, whatever it is. It just gives you a lot more flexibility. So if you want a vacation like no other, you need to start putting money aside so you can actually enjoy your life when you get older. The truth is that most people think that they're too young to start investing. They think that they need to wait until they're older. They need to wait until they make more money. But the reality is that it's never too early to start investing. And so if you want to be able to afford that vacation home, if you want to be able to afford those travels, then you need to start saving money now, and you need to start investing now. All right, next one is passive income. So the idea behind passive income is that once you set up a certain system, then it continues to run on its own and you can get money from it without having to work actively for it. And so, how does this relate to investing? Well, the way I see it is that investing is one of the ways to generate passive income. You invest your money, and then over time, that investment grows and you can get money from it without having to work for it. And so, that's why it's important to start investing early, because the earlier you start, the more time you have for that money to grow. So if you want to be able to afford to take time off, if you want to be able to afford to do nothing, and still have money coming in, then it's important to start investing as soon as possible. So if you're young, then you have a lot of time on your side, and you can use that time to your advantage. You can use that time to start investing and build up a portfolio that will generate passive income for you in the future. All right, next one is risk tolerance. So when you're young, you tend to have a higher risk tolerance, which means that you're more willing to take risks with your money. And so this is important because investing is risky. There's no guarantee that you'll make money. In fact, there's a very good chance that you'll lose money at some point. And so if you're not willing to take that risk, then you shouldn't be investing. But for those of you who are willing to take that risk, who are okay with the possibility of losing money, then it's important to start investing as soon as possible, because the younger you are, the more time you have to recover from any losses. You have the ability to bounce back if something goes wrong. So if you invest in something and it tanks, then you have a lot of time to make that money back. But as you get older, your risk tolerance tends to go down. You become more risk averse, and so it's harder to make those big investments. It's harder to take those big risks. And so if you're older and you want to invest in something, then you need to be prepared to hold on to it for a long time. You need to be prepared to weather any storms that come your way. All right, So let's say that you're young and you're starting to invest and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go all in. I'm gonna take all my money and I'm gonna invest it. Should you do that? And the answer is no, you should not do that. It's important to have a balance between investing and saving. So you want to have some money invested in things that could potentially grow. But you also want to have some money saved that you can use for emergencies or for opportunities that come your way. So if you invest all of your money and then something comes along that you could have invested in, then you're not going to be able to do that because you invested all your money. And so that's why it's important to have a balance between the two. If you're young, then you can probably afford to invest a little bit more of your money. But no matter what, you should never invest all of your money. You should always have some money saved. So that's what I would recommend. Find a balance between the two. Invest some money, but also save some money. And so if you want a vacation like no other, you need to start thinking about it now. You need to start planning for it, and investing is a great way to do that. If you want to be able to afford those vacations, if you want to be able to afford that trip around the world, then it's important to start saving money now and to start investing now. Even if you can only afford to invest small amounts of money at first, that's okay. It's better than nothing and it's a start. And as time goes on, you'll probably be able to invest more and more money. But even if you can only afford to invest small amounts of money, that's okay. Start with what you have and be consistent with it. All right, so if you made it this far, then thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you have any thoughts or opinions, then please share them below. I would love to hear what you have to say. And if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. That really helps me out a lot. And if you haven't already, then please subscribe. I would love to have you here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.